My name is Jacob DeSalvo, and I'm doing my Pektukucha presentation on the Xbox. So some of you might not recognize this logo, but it was one of the most iconic gaming systems to this date. This is Xbox, which is Microsoft's gaming system. The black logo is the one when it was first launched, and the side logo is the new logo. At the Game Developers Conference in 2000, Bill Gates teased the system's vastly improved specs and the potential for both online play and internal storage of downloaded content, games, and media. Gates managed to get the world's attention here. It was there that the Xbox developer first connected with Bungie Studios, the creators of a third-person shooter called Halo Combat Evolved. Microsoft's $30 million purchase of Bungie a short time later made headlines in the game industry, but it was Bungie's decision to adapt Halo to make the best use of the new console's ability and turn it into a first-person shooter. This move helped make history. Nearly a year later, Bill Gates, with help from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, revealed the final design of the Xbox at the 2001 Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, along with the system's official release date. On November 14th, the Times Square branch of Toys R Us played host to the official launch of the Xbox. With Gates dropping by to kick off his company's grand experiment in gaming, concerns regarded the system's look and design, as well as the $299 price tag, but over 1 million Xbox consoles flew off the shelves in the next 3 weeks. On April 18, 2002, Microsoft slashed the price of the Xbox from $299 to $199. While the dramatic reduction in price made it nearly impossible for the company to earn any profit whatsoever from the sales, the Xbox moved into more households and it outsold the GameCube in the years followed, and it realized it was to be reckoned with. Microsoft's long-rumored online gaming network had already begun its beta testing phase in August 2002, but the system went public on November 20th with the Xbox Live Starter Kit. Adopters were treated to a multiplayer gaming experience that was entirely new to the console industry. The much-anticipated sequel to Halo, Halo 2, did $125 million in sales, which made it the most successful launch of any entertainment product, whether game, movie, or music album, in consumer history up to that point in time. On May 12, 2005, Microsoft unveiled the Xbox 360, which was the next generation of its gaming console. With plans to release the 360 in November, the company cleared hope that an early debut, almost a full year before the PlayStation 3 and Nintendo Wii were scheduled to arrive, that the 360 would be in a good position to dominate the market. Later that year, production of the original Xbox finally ceased, with the final tally of sold consoles sitting about 24 million units. While this was nothing to scoff at, the numbers fell short of Microsoft's initial prediction of 50 million. Xbox consoles and households all the world. The release of the Xbox 360 in the US was on November 22, 2005, and in Europe and Japan the following month. This resulted in sellouts in nearly every market except Japan, because this system still struggled to find an audience. By the end of 2005, more than 1.5 million consoles have shipped, putting this system well on its way to becoming the new master of the console castle. But in the rush to get the 360 into households, some serious problems with the system got a pass. Not long after the 360 arrived on the market, the term "Red Ring of Death" began sending shivers down the spines of Xbox gamers. Among the various hardware and software issues that plagued early models of the 360, one particular nasty problem caused the entire system to encounter a fatal error and give owners a red ring of light around the power button. The various flaws in these early models forced Microsoft to repair and replace countless systems and eventually led to the console's warranty extension due to all the issues. Even with all the problems for early adopters of the system, the 360 sold amazingly well, and by January 2010, more than 39 million units have found their way into households. The motion and voice control peripheral that would eventually become Kinect was announced on June 2009 at the E3's convention. The device was expected to revolutionize the way 360 owners interacted with both their console and the media connected with it. The Kinect arrived on shelves in November of that year. 1 year after the Kinect was announced, Microsoft announced that the 360 would be getting a major redesign with a thinner body, upgraded interval specs, additional USB ports, and built-in Wi-Fi. The Xbox 360S hit shelves a few days later on June 18, 2010. By September 2012, the company announced that it had hit the 70 million mark in units sold, and by December that number had jumped to 75 million. Although the sales of the 360 trailed behind the Nintendo Wii, which sold close to 100 million, it outsold the PS3 by around 5 million. In May 2013, Microsoft finally unveiled what was next for the Xbox brand. On the surface, the system looked like it had a chance to compete with the PS4, which had been announced earlier that year, but rumors swirling around the Xbox One, potentially requiring an online connection and limiting the sales of used games, overshadowed the news of the system itself. Xbox One came to E3 the following month. Things didn't get any easier either. Per tradition, Microsoft had its presentation before Sony and revealed the $500 price for its console with Kinect bundled in every system. Later that night, however, Sony only confirmed that there would be no online requirements or restrictions on used games with the PlayStation 4 and that it would just cost $400. If there was ever a knockout punch at a press conference, this was it. The updated Xbox One S shrank the system considerably, adding an HDR support and a 4K Blu-ray player, while the Xbox One X was the most powerful console in the world at the time of its release. It is capable of native 4K gaming, something no other game console can do on a regular basis, and the use of vapor cooling allowed the console to be even smaller than the Xbox One X.